Hi, I'm Laura. I'm a customer director at Planhat, and I'd love to talk to you about Scaled CS today. Scaled CS has been a topic of interest for a number of years now in the CS community, especially so in the last couple of years, I would say, because companies have had to reduce costs, do more with less, and it's typically associated with a lower tech touch segment, but really refers to any touch point, regardless of segment, that could benefit from automation. So think of any work you or your team are doing, and it's likely that you'll be automating at least some part of it. And when you start setting up scaled CS motions, start by considering the quality of your data, because there's really no point in setting up anything if you don't have the data to reach out to the right people with the right message at the right time. But assuming the data is in place, we can start building out our strategy by setting up a section in Planhat dedicated to scaled CS. So let's take a look here. We've got a scale strategy document to start with. So first of all, we draft out our document, our strategy, that we can then share with the team. And then it's also good to have a high-level dashboard, essentially communicating things like total ARR, upcoming renewals, trending health, etc. And then I would also say build like a data table type view. So you've got a long list of your customers, so you can do quick searches. You can make quick edits as and when needed, really. So once we've got the high-level stuff set up, we'll want to focus on actual initiatives to drive value in the segment. So two initiatives that I hear a lot of clients talk about are around automatically onboarding new users and automated outreach to at-risk users. So for the first one, I've set up a view here, which is essentially based on a sequence. It's a new user onboarding sequence. So it's like a number of different emails that welcome a user, encourage them to log in and start using the system. And this view is grouped by company, so we can see exactly how many users are currently receiving this outreach. But what we really want to understand is the impact the sequence is having on the usage of these new users. And in our example here, I'm looking at login trends. So we can see users in the sequence and users who have not been in the sequence. And I think this is a great way to start with this type of initiative. So you launch it with only a subset of your customers, and you can compare the impact. And in our example here, we can actually see a slight increase in logins from those users who've been part of the sequence. So I think it's looking promising, but it's not a huge difference. So you may want to, for example, do some A/B testing. So maybe set up another sequence, change up the content a little bit, and start using that with another set of customers and kind of see if there's any difference in the impact. Then for a second example, the at-risk journey, the concept is pretty similar. Like I've got another sequence called low engagement. So here it's about re-engaging disengaged users. And what's really important here is to understand or to identify really the metric that tells you that someone is not engaged. So this could be overall activity, maybe you see a downward trend, and that could be the trigger for the sequence to be applied. So we've got our overview here, and then again, we want to measure impact through this dashboard. So I've got reports downloaded here as an example. Again, we see a slight increase. It's not that promising yet, but we've only just started the sequence. So it could be that over the next weeks, you actually see more of an increase. But I think what's great here is start looking at a list of users that are still disengaged. So even though they're receiving the outreach, they're still not doing anything in our platform. And as you can see here in this overview, there's quite a few exec sponsors, decision makers, people that really we need to be in touch with. And what I've done in addition here is filtering this widget by upcoming renewals. So these are people that are part of companies coming up for renewal this quarter, meaning this is really likely one of our most risky users here that we'll want to reach out in more of a direct manner. So these are just some examples of initiatives you can set up in Scaled CS. There's obviously way more you can do. And if you have any questions, please reach out to our team.